On a cold battlefield in Italy, a pope wearing full armor rode at the head of his army, sword in hand. This was not a movie scene. This really happened. It's the story of the pope who rode into battle. Welcome to Forgotten Wars Podcast. Today we tell the incredible story of Pope Julius II, the most fearsome pope in history, the man who turned the Vatican into a war machine. Born Giuliano della Rovere in 1443, he rose through the ranks of the church with ruthless ambition. When he finally became pope in 1503, he took the name Julius II. From the very beginning, he made one thing crystal clear. He would not be a weak pope. He would restore the power and glory of the papal states through force if necessary. While previous popes prayed for victory, Julius II preferred to lead the charge himself. He even earned the nickname Il Papa Guerriero, the warrior pope. But to understand why he went to war, we must first understand the dangerous world of Renaissance Italy. Italy in the early 1500s was a battlefield of powerful city-states, ambitious kings, and ruthless mercenaries. The papal states were weak and surrounded by enemies. Julius II refused to accept this. His first major target was the Republic of Venice. In 1508, he joined the League of Cambrai, an alliance created specifically to destroy Venetian power. The war was brutal. Papal armies, supported by France and the Holy Roman Empire, attacked Venetian territories. Julius wanted to reclaim lands he believed rightfully belonged to the church. But alliances in Italy changed faster than the weather. When France became too powerful, Julius II suddenly turned against them. In 1511, he formed the Holy League, this time uniting Spain, Venice, England, and the Papal States against the French. What followed was one of the most dramatic chapters in Renaissance warfare. Julius II personally led troops in the brutal siege of Mirandola in 1511. At the age of 67, the Pope stood in freezing cold weather, directing cannon fire while enemy guns fired back at him. He narrowly escaped death multiple times, yet he kept fighting. Julius II's wars were not just about territory. They were about power, pride, and the future of the papacy. While fighting these wars, he was also busy transforming Rome. He commissioned Michelangelo to paint the Sistine Chapel ceiling, hired Raphael to decorate the Vatican, and ordered the complete rebuilding of St. Peter's Basilica. The irony is striking. A pope who spent huge amounts of money on both art and war. By the time he died in 1513, Julius II had dramatically increased the size and strength of the papal states. He had pushed the French out of Italy and restored much of the church's political power. However, his aggressive policies also drained the church's money and created enemies. Many historians believe his actions helped plant the seeds for the Protestant Reformation that would explode just a few years later under Martin Luther. Love him or hate him, Pope Julius II remains unique in history, the only pope who personally led armies into battle while wearing armor under his papal robes. He proved that sometimes, even the head of the Catholic Church had to fight like a warrior to survive. This was the story of the warrior pope. Thank you for listening to Forgotten Wars Podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, please hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Now, which war or pope should we cover next? Let me know in the comments. See you in the next Forgotten War.